hopefully that stays up there. Hi, Amber. Ooh, how hot is it where you guys are? Hi, Valeria. Oh, that's a pretty name. Because it is 91 today, and I don't feel like doing my makeup, but I'm going somewhere, so I have to at least put on some brows or something. But I wanted to discuss, hi, Tony. I wanted to discuss the Juvia's Place. Like, I'm like so torn. I don't even know what to do with myself. Cause I've seen so many. I know it's hot in NYC right now because I got people there. Hi, Allison. But I'm just so torn up about it because I've been seeing such good reviews on the Juvia's Place foundation. So the simple fact that I just feel convicted, I guess, not to purchase it and not to try it out is pissing me off because it's like everybody loves it that I see review it. So it's like, dang, I really wanted to try it. But the stuff that I've heard has been crazy. Like, legit crazy. But I'm gonna just do my makeup. I haven't done like a makeup video in forever. I've been so like lax on my channel, and please forgive me for that, y'all. But I've just been dealing with a lot personally and a lot here and where I live at and all of that. It's just been a lot going on. So I probably should share it because somebody else could be going through the same thing. But at the moment, I still need time to process and to get over some things. So that's what we gonna do, is just take time. Don't be afraid to take time for yourself. But I will say Soul Sundays are coming back for sure, because I have kind of gotten away from why I started this channel and I'll admit, trying to go with the trend of YouTube. And I think my channel has suffered because of that. And I think it's simply because I was not being authentic to the reason why I started this channel in the beginning. And like I said, my OGs of this channel know that I started this channel because I have suffered from anxiety for a long time. Oh, not really a long time, since college. I graduated in 2014. So, but it started like my junior year of college. And I don't know if it was just simply because of stress or, I have no idea. Because nothing really traumatic happened in my life around that time. It was just, I don't know. I felt overwhelmed. And I think it was just a lot of grow up type situation. You got to grow up and be grown and make grown up decisions. So I think once I started like figuring out that I had to make grown up decisions for myself, that's when a lot of the anxiety started happening. And that's just being completely honest with myself. A lot of people don't want to admit that, like they just don't want to grow up. And I'll be the first to tell you, I hate being an adult sometimes. I really do, because you just really got to put your big girl panties on sometimes and just, be different, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And just put away your childish ways and can't depend on mommy, daddy, auntie, uncle, nobody else. You gotta get yourself out of this one. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's when everything really started. But I started my YouTube channel a year I think it was a year after I graduated, 2015. And I was in a time of my life where I thought I had everything together, but I look back on it like, girl, you ain't know nothing about life still at that moment. But anyway, I'm looking for my little tool that I use for my brows and I cannot find it. But I started this channel just because I needed something, a different outlet, another outlet to kind of calm my nerves, to help me just connect with other people who liked the same things that I liked, you know, beauty and beauty on a budget type stuff. Hi, Cynthia. So beauty on a budget type stuff. Oh, sorry, y'all. I knew that was gonna happen. But so yeah, anything beauty on a budget, I was wanting that to happen. So for real, it was just, I needed to start this channel for my own well-being. So, but I also wanted to help young women, or just women period in general, kind of navigate through life. And you know, that's kind of why I started this channel. And because at the end of the day, everybody, women go through similar things. I'm not saying we all go through the same thing, but we all go through similar things, you know what I'm saying? Hi. But yes, I don't know. I think that's why my channel has suffered, because I have really tried to, you know, fit in with the YouTube trends, and, you know, just not being authentic with myself. And I think my channel really thrived when I wasn't so focused on the numbers. I wasn't so focused on, you know, the comment section. I wasn't so focused on that. And I wasn't so focused, us as YouTubers sometimes, and I will say this because I've seen it with other YouTubers, and I have, thank you, some people haven't been getting the notifications either, so I will explain that in a little bit. But us as YouTubers, and I'll say it just because I've seen it as a pattern with other YouTubers as well, is we will we'll be so quick to respond to the negative comments, and we will fail to to respond to the positive comments. Like, there'll be a million positive comments, you know, on people's pictures or whatever, or on people's videos, under people's videos, and the one that they want to focus on is the negative comment, and that's the one that they respond to. So I kind of wanted to, I've been noticing that lately, like if I see a negative comment, I'll be the first to respond to that one. Like, girl, you got all these other comments over here under your videos of people saying, like, you know, this is beautiful, blah, 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 or whatever, or they have questions or whatever, and you're not responding to them. Like, that's a problem, because at the end of the day, the good outweighs the bad all the time, especially with my channel. So, because I don't normally have anything negative to say, like my channel is positive vibes all day. So I just had to kind of get back to why I started this channel, and kind of get back to getting away from so many sponsor videos. Not saying no shade to nobody who does sponsor videos, none of that stuff, because at the end of the day, you know, it pays some people's bills. That's just facts. But for me, it never paid my bills, and these companies kill me. They want too much for nothing. I'm not about to give you 2 videos, 6 pictures on Instagram, a story, something posted on my story, a short video on Instagram, a post on Facebook, all this stuff. And I'm like, I'm not giving you all of that for $150. That's not about to happen. Sorry. And that's just that. So I don't care if I get 200 views. And lately my views have plummeted. They've been trash. So I don't really know why. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's just to the you're going to pay me my worth. And I do, in my opinion, the best that I can to make good content on my channel. So you're going to pay me for what I do. So at the end of the day, I think I'm just going to kind of do less sponsor videos. I'm not going to say I'm not going to do them at all. But for me, I'm not going to do as many, because at the end of the day, it's just getting to be too much. And I'm sick of going back and forth with these Asian companies late at night, because it's daytime there. I just don't have time for it anymore, like as much as I used to. I'll be having to be up and go to the shop. If you guys didn't know that I am full-time at a salon now, which is a blessing. and a curse in some forms, because you got to deal with people, you know, being late, being like canceling on you when you still got bills to pay. So when whoever cancels or does something like that that kind of messes up your money, you know, you don't have no backup plan. So I do plan on going back to teaching this coming fall. And I really want to get another pre-K position. So I'm hoping that so y'all pray for me when it comes to that. So pray that, you know, everything goes well. Hopefully I'll get a position here soon. I've only applied for one, so I'm going to actively apply this month, or this upcoming month in July. So they'll have the whole month of August to kind of, or not the whole month of August, but majority of July and the big chunk of August to make their decision on who they want. But yeah, I need to go back to Soul Sundays for sure, because they were therapeutic for me. And I have so many emails of people. Oh, thank y'all so much. Y'all are so sweet. Your content and channel has taught me so much. You opened up the color. Oh, this is so sweet. But yes, what was I saying? Man, y'all be taking my train of thought. What was I talking about? That's so crazy. Anyway, I'm just talking about something else. But yeah, oh yeah, they were therapeutic for me. And I have so many emails of Soul Sunday people who sent me like their problem or their, you know, want advice with certain things. And I never thought at 27 somebody would want advice from me. But I'm flattered by it, because a lot of people do say that I am wise beyond my years. I will say that. And the unfortunate part is I have been through a lot in my life, in just the 27 years of my life. So I do have a lot of things that I could give advice on. So there's a lot of things. And I think that the music on my channel is going to change too. It's going to go back to edited music. Not saying that there's nothing wrong with the music that I have been using on my channel. It's just that for me, I just always want to make sure that I give that I'm being genuine to who I am. And the person's music that I was using, he's a good friend of mine. So I don't know. He's a good friend of mine, but he does have an edited version of his song. So I just want to make sure that I put that out there instead of the non-edited version, because you guys know I try not to curse on this channel. I try to be as positive as I can and just be just something that people aren't used to. I'm not saying that nobody else on YouTube is not cursing and things like that, but I just want to make sure that I'm always being true to myself. And if you know me personally, I don't know if anybody that knows me personally is watching, but I have a horrible mouth. And that's one thing that I pray about all the time, that God will help me with, because I have a horrible trash mouth. Like, I will curse you out in a minute. And that's one of my strongholds for sure. And that I pray about all the time, because first of all, it's not cute and it's not ladylike at all. It's not cute. And that's just the bottom line. So for me, I just have to kind of make sure that I keep that in check, especially on my channel. So, but I also want to be transparent with you guys and let you know what I've been struggling with and what I've been kind of doing, because I've been kind of going up and down with my weight too. You know, we'll see. Everything is a process. So I'm going to work on one thing at a time. Patience was what I'm currently working on. So once I feel like my patience is getting a little bit better, I think that's when I'm going to go ahead and start actively working on not cursing so much, because sometimes it'll just come out of my mouth like nothing. Like, you know what I mean? And it's just like, girl, it ain't even cute. Like, and somebody will like record me or something, like one of my friends or something like that, and I'm like, is that me in the background? Like, all that daggone cussing, what is wrong with me? But like I said, we all got struggles, so I try not to judge others, and hopefully they don't judge me, because honey, who am I to judge anybody? Okay. And one other reason I really haven't been doing makeup videos, I will say, is because I haven't really been wearing much makeup. Like, it's been so hot. Like, don't nobody want to be dripping out here in makeup. I don't have time for it. I really, really don't. I really don't. Like right now, I am dreading putting on this foundation. Have you guys tried this? This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. This one right here. I've been wanting to try it, and I have been using it the last few times I been wearing makeup. Like last weekend before that, I wore this, and it says medium to full coverage, lightweight, oil-free formula. So the shade that I got is 11A Nutmeg, but it works pretty good. I like this a lot. Yeah, I've heard good things about this one, but I do like it, you know, so far anyway. Hasn't broke me out or anything like that, because sometimes when I switch up foundations, it's not a good look for me. Okay, yes, I'm just sitting here because I really don't want to put on no foundation. My skin has been reacting really well, like, to my new skin regimen. I use the Biore charcoal cleanser. When I tell you, honey, when I tell you your face will be squeaky clean. Oh, Texas, I can't even imagine. Sorry, y'all can keep that for right now. And the thing is, I still want to move to Houston so bad. I do. I love everything about Houston. I really, really do. But that heat, honey, ain't nothing to play with. It will take you completely out of here. And I mean out of here. Yeah, girl. Houston is not nothing to play with. Hopefully y'all that ordered wigs, that got y'all wigs today, because it was supposed to be delivered. It better have. Well, what else? Oh my gosh. Okay, so y'all, do y'all watch this show called what is that show called? 90 Day Fiance, but we'll talk about that too, because I love that show. Married at First Sight. Who else watches it? Tell me, comment right now, because we need to discuss this. This show is bonkers. And I mean bonkers. Like, I love that show though. But what's y'all's real opinion on it? On Married at First Sight? Because for me, marriage is something that it's not an experiment, in my opinion. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like they treat marriage like it's a you're welcome, Cynthia. I don't know. I just feel like maybe I'm old fashioned. I don't know. And because out of all the couples on there, I think only maybe 3 or 4 have made it, like, are still married now. I don't know. Oh, pause this conversation about Married at First Sight. Let me just tell you guys, if you're subscribed to my channel, I hope you guys, or if you were watching this live, but make sure that you hit the bell. If you haven't been getting my notifications, make sure that you unsubscribe real quick, subscribe back, hit the bell, and then make sure that you hit that you want notifications all the time. So yeah, make sure that you do that. And because if you don't do it, if you don't press that, you're gonna get notifications only sometimes. And I want y'all to watch all my videos. I hope y'all will. Like, I be trying to make them not too long so you guys can, like, keep y'all's attention span on the video, I guess, or like whatever. Because I really don't like watching long videos unless they're nail videos. Lately, I've been obsessed with nail videos. Acrylic nails, polygel nails. I just been obsessed. So, yeah. Anywho, what else? But yeah, as far as Married at First Sight, that show is nuts. And I do agree, somebody just said in here, that it shouldn't be taken lightly. For some reason, I still feel intrigued to watch. It's so crazy because it really does depict and it shows how tough marriage really can be. But I don't like um the whole simple fact that you basically have a divorce on your record if it don't work out with you and the person. It's like, dang, this is really crazy. It's really, really crazy. And it's so funny to me. They always have two black couples and two white two white couples, which, get it how you live, whatever. But I never would have thought black people would really be into something like that. But, they is. So it is what it is. Um, I like the show though. So this last episode, the last episode that I seen anyway, I don't know if I watched last week or this week actually. This week, I think it was the other two couples got married. So it's four couples, it's six people in it, it's four couples, and they all get married to a perfect stranger. If you don't know the show, then you need to watch it. It does come on check your local listings because I really don't remember what channel it is. If you know the channel, please just comment it down below so the other ladies can see what channel it's on, because honey, I feel like it's either TLC or Lifetime. It's one of them. But man, let me tell you something. I am not a fan of putting my all, you know, something that big as far as finding me a soulmate in the hands of what they would call um professionals at choosing mates for people. I don't know. I don't know how good they would do. And I would just be the one to get somebody I'm completely unattracted to, and I'll show up to the wedding and turn my black ass. Lord forgive me. I'll turn my black tail right around because, honey, I can't deal. I wouldn't. And my face would show it all too. Cause yes, I'm so glad y'all got your wigs. But yes, honey, I can't. I wouldn't be able to deal. But let's get over to the crazier show that I watch. Freaking 90 Day Fiance. Do y'all watch 90 Day Fiance or not? Because if you don't, honey, you are completely missing out. It is such a good show. Like, it is such a good show. Now they have 90 Day Fiance the other way around or something like that, where they go to live in, if you don't know what the show is, you have 90 days to marry your spouse that happens to be from another country. You bring most of the people have been bringing their significant other to the United States. Like, say you meet, I go to Jamaica and I meet a man, fall in love with him, and I want him to come and live with me in the United States. I can bring him over here on a K1 visa, meaning I have 90 days to marry this person, or they have to go back to their country. So people, there's some people out here, and I'm not gonna call them any name, like call them silly or anything like that. You can make up your own mind about them. But personally, there's some on there that is just like, sis, wake up. Like, there's one on there, the Jamaican guy, he's 20 years old. He fell in love with a white woman from the United States. She was over in Jamaica having a girls trip or something like that. And she met dude, and she basically fell in love. She claimed she fell in love with him, brought him over here on a K1 visa, married him, and now she found out that yeah, the very old and very young, just weird. But they found out that she found out that he was on a dating app flirting with other women that are more of his age. She is, I think, 31 or 32. So there's a 10-year gap between them. First of all, I'm never going to marry a man who's 20 years old at all, period, because I just could never believe that a man in this day and age, in this generation that we live in, this era that we live in, a 20-year-old man is not ready, period. And for you to think that he was not marrying you just to have a better life in America, honey, you must be out of your mind. You must be out of your mind to think that that man was marrying you for all the right reasons. So that's one couple. She found out, okay, so on the most recent episode, she found out that he had been cheating and did something in the barber shop. I was like, oh my gosh, he don't have no reason, or he don't have no way to make money right now, so he's basically was tattooing out of this black man's barber shop. And the black man was, he was nice enough to let him come in there and tattoo in his shop. And basically, he had a woman in there, had sex with her in the man's place of business, in the shop's bathroom. Dude beat him up. His wife, the white woman, went over to the man, asked him what happened. Man told him everything, snitched on him. And I'm glad he did. Because let me tell you something. I find out my man is in there disrespecting me in that way. But like I said, she's stupid too. Like, they all just dumb. Like, for you to think that that man wasn't gonna cheat on you is just something that's beyond me, period. Like, you must be thinking you got gold in between your legs, because he ain't about to stay faithful. The man is 20 years old. That's crazy. You don't know how many, watch out for the scammers, because you don't know how many messages I get on Facebook from people from different countries. Hey, beautiful, and trash. It's, I don't even come to me like that. Don't even. I need to contour my nose. But yeah, don't even come at me like that. I don't have time for it. But so let's talk about the next couple on there. The next couple I'm just so disappointed in, because I really, really thought that this couple was genuine, and that's Chantal and Pedro. Pedro is from the Dominican Republic. Now, she went over there before all this, people was over there getting killed or whatever, or dying of mysterious ways and all types of other things. So she went over there also on a girls trip, and met Pedro, and she met Pedro and fell in love with him, brought him back to the United States, married him without her parents knowing. Homegirl is my age. Homegirl is 26, 27 years old. So is Pedro. So it wasn't a huge age difference between them. So I really thought that this was genuine. I thought it was going to be, something real. For once, 90 Day Fiance was going to have somebody on there that was going to make it. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's a fraud too. A lot of things have come out. Who got a show? Who? Pedro and Chantal got a show? Let me know, because I need to know. I haven't seen that. But anyway, oh wow, La Familia and Chantal. I'm gonna have to look that up. Okay. Thanks, sis, for telling me that, because I definitely didn't know that. But anyway, Chantal's, she didn't even tell her family. That's like me going to Dominican Republic, me and somebody coming back, marrying him, not telling my family about it. First of all, my family will rip me a new a-hole for sure. And they'll be like, first of all, that marriage is annulled. Second, who is this nigga? Like, no. He can take his tail right back on to Dominican Republic, because you ain't marrying nobody. But she did it behind her parents' back, so that already put a bad taste in their mouth. And then they were already on the and you have to be honest with yourself. You're living in America. Your parents or whoever, if they have your best interest at heart, they're gonna think, okay, this person, they didn't want to tell us about it. What they got to hide? What does this nigga have to hide? He, at home dicking her down pretty much, and she all, when you, and can I be real or can I be real? You getting dicked down the right way, or, you you ain't thinking straight. You ain't thinking clearly all the time. So at the end of the day, sometimes when you deep in it like that, you ain't thinking clearly. So sometimes you do some crazy things. And I think that's what happened with Chantal. She probably didn't, haven't had a whole lot of sexual partners because she seems like a really good girl. Like, so she probably, met dude over there. Them island men be getting down with the get down. So I think he probably dicked her down real good, got her sprung, made it feel like love. They, quote unquote, fell in love, and I just, I was so upset this season because a lot of stuff, bad stuff came out of him. That I didn't think would, because he is just so, he just seemed like a really good person in the beginning. So he really did. So I was just like, I was really sad to hear a lot of the stuff, because now it's coming out that his whole thing could have been planned from the beginning. Like his family, they think that his family basically set the whole thing up, set him up to meet Chantal, to come over to America, all this other stuff. Just craziness. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So who else is on 90 Day Fiance?